Hello everyone, my name is Sammy and welcome, and today I will be showing you how I created some of these hair clips. So first I have this little skeleton one, I have this little witch hat one, and a little pumpkin one. Now they were all pretty easy to create and I got most of the stuff from the dollar store, so pretty easy and pretty cheap. Now there are a couple things that you might not be able to find at the dollar store or may not be able to substitute, but I'll explain that in a little bit. So the first and main thing you'll need is some sort of hair clip. Now you could use like a headband from the dollar store, that could work too. You could definitely glue those onto a headband. I just prefer these clips and I just got them on Amazon. I just typed up like hair clip or something like that. So I have these. You're going to need some scissors. These are actually my good fabric scissors, so these were a little expensive, but just pretty much any scissor will do. A hot glue gun, which I have down here heating up. You're gonna need some felt, which I already had this. I'm not sure. I don't think they sell felt at the dollar store, but they do sell it at Walmart, so it's pretty cheap, honestly. I also got these gems. I believe I also got these at the dollar store. Some ribbon at the dollar store as well, and then garland at the dollar store. And these little witch hats were also at the dollar store. And and then the other two things would be some sort of skull. They have these at the dollar store. These are from Target because I had these from last year, but you can find them at the dollar store, and I will explain more about the preparation for this. And then I made these little pumpkins. I made these out of just regular Model Magic clay, which they do have at the dollar store, and then I painted them. Or I'm sure you could find little pumpkins somewhere, honestly. But I believe that is about it for the supplies. Now, I'm going to explain a little bit more about the preparation for the skull and the pumpkin. Now, I kind of did these off camera just because I was in like a whole craft swing. So like I didn't film anything, I just kind of like went at it. But for the skull, I carefully cut the back of it off, so it's just this half, and then I painted the skull itself white with the eyes, nose, and inside of the mouth black. And then, I don't know if you can see, but the inside of the skull, I don't know if that's going to focus, the inside of the skull is painted with a like really fine hollow nail polish, and the outside is painted with a coat of hollow nail polish just to get that rainbow effect as seen in the garland. It is pretty easy though. The longest part is waiting for everything to dry. So that was pretty easy. For the pumpkins, I just painted a simple orange, and then the top is also that black like thin hollow nail polish. So like the top is super sparkly. You can see it in person. Maybe not on camera, but in person. So that was pretty much the prep work for those things. The witch hats come in a package of 3, and this one. So there's not really much prep work for these guys. Another thing is I previously cut out a whole bunch of felt circles because that's kind of what I glued everything onto. So that's pretty much it. I think it's time to actually get started. So here we go. Alright, so I'm first going to start with the witch hat hair clip. Now, again, with these hair clips, you can be super creative. I just did a simple bow and a gem, but if you have like, I have a couple of other things downstairs I could have used. I have little glue-on spikes I could have glued around here, or you know what I mean? You can be super creative. These are just the things that I did with the supplies that I got. So I'm now going to show you how I made this. So first I'm going to take one of the felt circles and the hat itself, and I'm literally just going to glue around the brim here to attach that circle. This is for more stability, so it stands up a little bit better, especially since the circle itself is all over the place. I'm just going to carefully glue that down, just like that. And be careful because hot glue is hot. Ouch. Alright, the next thing then is I'm going to make my little ribbon. So what I did was I cut a decently sized ribbon, about like yay big, and I'm just going to glue the ends down in the middle like this. There we go. So you get sort of this shape. I am then going to take another cut of ribbon, and oh my gosh, it got stuck to my hand. And then I'm going to glue this down in the middle of this piece. Now you can make them bigger, you can make them smaller. I like to keep them somewhat small, just so they don't get too big, especially since, you know, it's a small hair clip. So, you know, I mean, me personally, I don't want to go overboard. And then just glue that down. Then I'm going to take another cut of ribbon, slightly longer, because this is going to be like the bottom of the ribbon. I like to pinch it in the middle to create a crease, and then glue that down. Like that. And then take this and glue it to the back of the ribbon. And then what I'll do is I will cut the ribbon down a bit, just like this. I hope you can see that. Alright, and then I'm going to take the appropriate color gem. Now obviously you don't have to, you can honestly go nuts with this, you know. Use your creativity. But I'm going to take this gem and I'm going to glue it to the center, just like this. Oh, they're so cute. And then I'm going to take some glue it to the back, and find a spot on the hat to glue it to. Yay! Just like that. And then I'm going to take my little hair clip right here, put some glue onto this, and glue it to the bottom, just like this. And then to extra secure it, I take some felt and I cut like a nice strip of it, just kind of like that. And I'll take the strip and I'll put glue on it. This is just to add some extra security so it really stays on. And be careful. And then pull it back. And there you go. The first little witch hat clip is made. Yay! Alright, so this is the next clip I'm going to kind of show you how to make. Now I'm going to do it a little differently. Since I glued these onto the back of here, I cut these off separately and glued them to the back. I'm going to do something a little different this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the felt circles that I had previously cut out, and I'm going to take some of the garland, and I'm going to cut out a decently length one, or like a decently length piece, kind of, and maybe about like there. And it's gonna make a mess, of course. It's gonna be like this long. I don't know, maybe that's a foot, about a foot maybe. And then I'm going to, I know this is gonna make a mess, carefully start gluing it around the circle. I say carefully because watch your fingers, because it'll go through the garland and burn you. And I know this from experience. And then I'm just going to continue kind of like this. Ow. Ow. Like I said, you got to be careful. You got to be careful here. And then I'm just going to continue wrapping this all around, just like this. And then once I get to the end, I'm actually going to continue wrapping this around. That's something I also did differently from this one to the very first one I created. Now, when you start gluing on the garland, just be careful because it's, you know, the garland isn't flat. It, you know, it's puffy, it puffs up. So, I mean, you can try and keep it as even as you can, or make it as uneven as you want. It doesn't really matter, you know. You do what you want to do. And then I'm just going to continue gluing. Oh, I need another glue stick. Then I'm just going to continue gluing kind of like this, carefully gluing on top of the garland, just so I can put this down on top of it carefully. Ow. How many times have I burned myself this time? Oh well. And then just finish by gluing that down. Oh my gosh, so many glue strings. All of the glue strings. Okay, there we go. We got a nice little base here. Ay, ay, ay. See, I like this a lot better because it's more like naturally laying instead of this is more uniform laying. I personally like this better, but again, this is just an easy fix. If you do want to create this, just cut off the skulls themselves and just glue them onto the back. So anyway, we have our garland laid down. So now we just want to take the skull, and again, this was pretty easy. Carefully cut off the back with a knife, very carefully. You might want to have an adult do this if you are a bit of the younger age. And then again, the eyes are painted black, the nose and the inside of the mouth black as well, with nice hollow nail polish, and then white and hollow nail polish on the outside. All right, so now we're gonna take the, ooh, and be careful because these edges are thin. You're gonna carefully take your glue and carefully wrap it around. Very carefully. And then you're gonna wanna take it, kind of find the center, maybe like open it up just a little bit just to get some out, and then just lay it down on there. And ta-da! There you go. Now, of course, we're just going to do what we did to the other one. We are going to take our hair clip, put glue on the back of it, and then figure out, you know, which way we want it to, which way we want it to lay. And then just carefully stick it on there, just like that. Ouch. All of the hot glue burns today. And then again, with your felt, just take a piece of felt. You're going to cut it just like this, and then carefully put on some hot glue. Open this up. Stick that right in there. And then there you go. This clip is done. Oh my gosh, I love this so much more. I love the random, like, natural fall of the ouch, of the skeleton, of the skulls. Ay, ay, ay. What a process. Alright, next we are going to make this pumpkin one, which is honestly, I'm sure you can figure out pretty similar to the skull one, but I am just going to show you. Just, again, plus I kind of like this pumpkin one. I really like it. It's so cute. So, we are going to take our felt circle. We're going to cut a decently, again, sized of this pumpkin garland now. So probably about like there. More mess. Yay. More for me to clean up. And then, again, similar. Now, these are kind of easier because the pumpkins are smaller. They're not as big as the skulls, so it makes it a bit easier. But similar in fashion, we are just going to take it and carefully glue it around the circle. Ow, more burns. Yay! And again, continuing. And then again, once we get to the end, we're just going to continue with the gluing carefully. Continue. I can't express this enough. Carefully continuing the gluing. Ow. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's the glue's coming to get you. Yay! More glue strings. Ow. Alrighty, and there we go. The pumpkin one is nice and laid out. And then we're going to do similar thing. We're going to take one of our pumpkins. We're going to glue the bottom. Ooh, yeah, bottom's messy, but that's okay. No one sees it. It's fine. Open up the center and just stick it on there. Ta-da! And then we're going to take our hair clip. We're going to put, again, imagine this. We're going to put glue on it. What? Crazy, I know, right? And then we're going to take it and figure out which way I want the hair clip to go. Like this. This way? I think this way. Just like this, and lay it on there. And then we're going to get our secure felt piece onto there as well. Alright, and then we're going to lay this down. Just like that. And ta-da! Here is our other pumpkin hair clip. Yay! Alright, so that is pretty much how we made all of the hair clips. I am pretty happy with them. I think they look so cute. Ooh, more glue strings. I now have glue on my thumbs and on my fingers. Oops, and a little bit more burns as well. But that's alright. So I think these were pretty easy and pretty fun to make, especially since Halloween is right around the corner, like a few days away, which is really cool. So yeah, these are just little accessories that hopefully made your Halloween a little bit more fun. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!